Hey guys, how's it going? Just a quick update video, I guess. I've really been wanting to make a video for a while now to give you guys kind of an update as to what's been going on. The reason I haven't made a video in a few weeks. I've just had some setbacks. I've had some stuff happen which I've had to deal with. One of which, a big thing, was my financial situation. As you know, if you've been watching for a while, I was using Uber as my source of income, which seemed okay for a bit, but you sort of learn doing Uber, if you do it full time at least, you learn very quickly that it's not really the best way to make money. It's not very stable, and there's some serious issues, one of which I found out when I started having car troubles, is if your car's not reliable or if there's a problem with it, you all of a sudden can't make any money. You know, it's like being a football player and breaking your leg. All of a sudden, you can't do what makes you money, and it was a big problem for me. So my car broke down, unfortunately, a little while ago, and I didn't have the money to fix it. And I had some other sort of more personal issues happening at the time that I had to go and deal with, which cost more money. And I just got into one of those spots, you know, like how life always has its ups and downs, and sometimes you have one of those real bad kind of, I don't know, it was like a bad month for me. Well, that happened, and it just felt like couldn't possibly get any worse, and it kept getting worse. And then, yeah, I had to figure out a way to fix all my issues, basically. And it was hard for me because I had to go and start looking for jobs again. And if you've watched my earlier videos, you know I'm not super keen on jobs. I guess in the past it's been more because it's been things that I haven't been that into. But I got myself a new job, and I'm kind of excited about it because it's something that I'm really interested in, and I think you guys will kind of dig it too. I'm not going to share who I'm working for or anything like that, but I will share what I'm doing. Basically, I'm now a maintenance technician for like an RV and motorhome camper van rental company. So I basically get to play with RVs and motorhomes and camper vans all day and fix them. Mainly, it's not so much the mechanical side of things like the engines and that. It's mainly fixing the insides and the kind of the little handyman type jobs, the things that I like to do anyway. So I've got a job doing that now, which is really cool. And that's actually what I'm doing right now. I'm talking to you from inside a motorhome, which the company has kindly lent me while I'm staying up in Brisbane doing some training with them. It's Sunday here, so it's actually, I've got like the day off. And I thought, you know what, I'll go for a bit of a drive. I went and saw someone that I know that lives up this way. And on the way, I found this amazing little stretch of road that it winds through this valley and crosses over this little creek and stuff. It's beautiful. So at the moment, I don't know if you can hear the water because I've got this little microphone on, but there's running water outside my window, and I'm just chilling out here in the motorhome. It's got all the back and the side window open, nice airflow. And I will actually do a tour of this motorhome. I'm not going to do it now, so you'll have to wait, but I think it'll be worth the wait because this is one of my favorite layouts. This is actually a really usable layout for 1 or 2 people. I think it's like one of my favorites. So stick around. Probably next video I'll do a tour of this one. But yeah, so I've started this new job anyway, which is going to put me in a much better position, because originally my plan, until I had these car problems, was I was going to go to the bank and I was going to try and get a loan, and I was going to start a new build series. I was going to get a van and build my next home on wheels, basically. But what I found very quickly was that banks don't really like Uber as a source of income, unfortunately. I think it's because it's sort of it's not considered like a real job. It's sort of one of those temporary type jobs that's not reliable. So I got denied a loan because of Uber. It wasn't to do with not having enough money or having too many expenses or anything like that, or a bad credit rating. It was literally just the type of work that I was doing. So I think with this job, it'll be really good because it's a full-time gig. I'll basically be able to work for, the bank said they need like 3 months worth of pay slips. So I'll work for 3 months, and I'll go and I'll try and get another loan. And basically I'm pretty sure they'll approve it this time. So I'll get a loan, and I'll get a new van, and I'll start a build series for the channel, which would be really cool. I think you guys will be into it. I'm going to learn from all the little mistakes that I made with the last one and just apply everything, because I lived in the last one for a year. So I'm going to take everything that I learned, and I've already got some really cool ideas for this next one. And this time I'll actually video the whole build, which last time I didn't really do. I only started videoing once I'd finished it. So yeah, I'll do that, and that'll be really cool. And then meanwhile, I'll still be working with motorhomes and camper vans on a daily basis, making my money that way. And so I'll have this reliable source of income, and I'll, you know, have a new van build going on, and it'll all be happening. But might have to wait a few months for that, because I've got to, like I said, have at least 3 months in this new job before I can apply. Which brings me to what I'm going to do in the short term. Basically, I'm selling my car, the car that I was having problems with. I'm going to sell it, and hopefully with the money I get from that, I wanted to try and get a cheap van and do like a budget build. We have in Australia, we've got the Mitsubishi Express, which is quite a cheap, affordable kind of platform to do a build on. I was going to do a budget build, but if I don't make enough money from the car, which looks like might be the reality, I might not get enough to buy a van. I will probably buy myself a motorbike, but like an off-road registered motorbike, so I can do some sort of adventure riding, maybe some wild camping. I mean, I can do videos on the wild camping and stuff, which I'm obsessed with motorbikes. I don't know if I've mentioned it on the channel before. It's one of my real passions in life. Ever since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with anything with 2 wheels and an engine, basically, but particularly off-road bikes. Got my first off-road bike when I was 13, and I was, from that point onward, been completely obsessed. So either way, I'm happy. I've gotten through that rough patch now. I've got money coming in, and yeah, I've got a plan B at least. Plan A didn't work. As sometimes, you know, in life, plan A doesn't work, and that's why you need a plan B. But yeah, I'm gonna do one of those. Either get a budget build going or a dirt bike, and make some videos on that in the meantime. And then a few months down the track, I'll have a bit more of a serious build, a bit more of a permanent home on wheels happening. So yeah, stay tuned for all of that, and also stay tuned for the tour of this one, because I think you guys will dig it. I think you'll like it. I certainly do. I think it's awesome. Alright, so I couldn't end the video without giving you at least just a sneak little peek at where I am, because it's absolutely beautiful. This is the view outside my window. So just outside my window here, I'm sitting in the diner of the motorhome. Just got this beautiful flowing creek. I'm in the bottom of a valley at the moment, so if you can see behind me, just show you up there. There's sort of hills on either side, and I'm just off the road here. It's beautiful. You can just literally walk right up to the creek, which I'm going to do in a minute. So anyway, stay tuned for the tour. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stuff like it. If you want to support the channel, then check out the instructions in the video description, and I'll see you next time.